Well, we're gonna get into it anyway. Back to where we started. Let's see, get into character here. It was time to bring Florence back, which meant you needed a posse hard enough to invade purgatory. And here we are. We've got Shavayo and nobody else. Gotta keep collecting meteor pieces to locate Randy Harden. Now we're locating the persons? Was it? We decided on going after H persons or whatever. And to do that we need to collect the meteor shards. Alright. Well, let's see what we can find. Shavayo told you of a wandering healer with unique skills who could help him. He said it was your choice. The wound was not critical and healing would not be free. Well, let's give him healing money. Shavayo thanked you, then asked timidly whether you too had any demons you wanted to be rid of. It had cost extra, but he said it might give you an edge in the upcoming fight. The healer solemnly handed you several dark green cactus buttons and told you to eat them. They were bitter, but you managed to choke them down. Then he began chanting in rhythmic humming, which soon put you in a trance. When you opened your eyes, you saw evil eyes staring at you from every stone and every star. The moon was one gigantic evil eye dominating the night sky. The shaman danced frantically, pounding the dirt with his cane and cursing the evil spirits. Gradually, the eyes gave way to vibrant colors and shapes. A feeling of peace washed over you. You fell asleep with a blissful smile on your disfigured face. You woke up the next day, the sun already high in the sky. The shaman was gone, but your sense of inner peace was intact. Now affected by endurance and wounds are healed. You packed your bags and departed before midday. Rojas Tannery. The stench of tanning liquids was smothering, but the tanner was rumored to possess a piece of the meteor, so you pressed on. When you told him what you were looking for, he shrugged. He had once used the piece in the tanning vat to speed up the reaction. Now, though, he'd found a reliable source of the tanning catalyst and didn't need the meteor anymore. Unfortunately for you, however, it lay in the bottom of a vat full of toxic material. If you were desperate enough, you could simply reach for it. I'll do it. You put your hand in the vat, feeling the bottom for the stone. Your hand only felt a little warm, but when you finally found the meteor shard and withdrew it, you were severely burned. You collected another piece of the meteor. Burning it up would give you extra power, but keeping it would help you recruit another companion. Alright, 3 more to go. Check the church. A local chapel used a piece of the meteor as the main jewel adorning its communion chalice. Vicar Simon Sams, who the locals respectfully called Bishop, refused to surrender the stone. Your only option was to shoot him and face whatever consequences there were for killing a man of God on consecrated soil. Well, let's return later. Maybe we'll find more information. You arrived at a well-maintained farm composed of several large bungalows, all with extensive red lighting. Emma Bye-Bye's debaucherous establishment was known for its security. The place was guarded by the same women who worked the clients. Only a fool would cross them. The brothel was a large complex. A gaggle of gunslingers hung around in its bar. The kitchen behind the counter led to an open courtyard, but you were forbidden from going there. You were allowed in the lobby, where the women watched you with distrust, while doing their best to look seductive. Emma Bye-Bye, the establishment's madam, remained in her office. The bar was about as busy as the private rooms, with the women working both as bouncers and waitresses. You noticed some vaqueros sitting around a table. If you were picking fights, them fellas could be a heap of trouble. Apart from them, though, it was mainly old ranchers gambling and sipping their booze. Well, I don't want to know about Randy Harden because we want to get H persons. Sounds like that's where we find Harden. Let's go over to the Vaquero. This had once been a thriving town, now it was reduced to a single bar. The Vaquero, run by the former mayor, Marshall Todd Maybe. It seemed liquor and tobacco were the only things that sold on this forsaken road. You entered the bar's large courtyard. The bar was populated by a seedy mix of farmers, cowboys, and lowlifes. In addition to drinks, the Vaquero also offered trade. The following barflies owed money to the bar. These couldn't be real names, could they? Yusu the Amazing, Zim Jack James, Spin Dr. Mario, Sup Urticop, Richie Chodsnowski, Adam Viper Pliskin, Thulahedron, Eric Doidle, Satish Sharma. I'm guessing those were Kickstarter backers. The bar was populated, blah blah blah. Browse the shop. Anything good here? We can get rid of some of these weaker guns. We got here a steadfast pistol, a scoped rifle, 10 gauge defender, an ocular. Let's grab the ocular. Take the rest in cash. Necropolis? That's a good place for a meteor shard. You arrived in an area dominated by sinkholes and mud pits. It served as a graveyard of sorts, allowing coffins to simply seek into the bog was highly economical. Necropolis, I hardly know her. Your reflections were interrupted by the sight of a tall figure pacing back and forth across the necropolis. In the morning mist of the surreal landscape, he looked like an apparition. Dressed all in black and carrying a shovel, he looked as though he must be an undertaker. If the rumors about like that hunting for you were true, this man could be dangerous. If the rumors about like that hunting for you, that is some words that were put together side by side. The man's polite greeting turned to excitement as he realized who you were. His name was Shane Carter Holmes, and he recognized you from your hunt for the masked man. Between coffins and funeral services, your one-man slaughterhouse routine, as he called it, had made him a pretty penny. He'd been looking for you for weeks to express his thanks. He handed you a stack of useful items, including some cash and a piece of the meteor. Well, that was easy. Medical bag, noise bomb, petrification bolt, vitality elixir. Good stuff. You collected another piece of the meteor. Burning it would give you extra power. Yeah, we're gonna keep it. Alright. Now we're getting somewhere. How about the quack wagon? That's a good lucha thing. A lonely, dilapidated wagon was parked beside a popular resting ground. Dr. Mason von Warner's wagon smelled very strongly of liquor? No, it must have been antiseptic. The doctor looked at you absent-mindedly through his greasy glasses. He may have been drunk and high on opium, but he was the only medic in the area. Same old stuff. Same old stuff. How about these illegal mines? You came across a prospecting site where a group of slaves toiled in narrow, coffin-sized holes in the ground, hauling silver from beneath the earth. It was doubtful these mines were sanctioned by the authorities. Rumor had it Mr. Beck, one of the proprietors, had a collection of precious stones. A piece of the meteor was his most prized piece. You offered the prospectors $50. The collection owner was reluctant to part with it, but nervous that if he refused, you'd take it by force. He offered you $100 to let him keep the stone. You threatened them with violence if they did not comply. Your threats fell on deaf ears. You had to kill them. They put up a fight and wounded one of your companions, but in the end you retrieved the stone. You collected another piece of the meteor. Burning it up would give you extra power. But we're gonna keep it. Shredded hand. Okay, what's another place we can go? Looks like the Orchid House. Seems to be a pretty good option. Probably gotta stop by the Quack Wagon. The doctor assured you that he was an expert on human anatomy. He performed the most amputations during the Battle of Sabine Pass, if you counted fatalities. His expertise wasn't cheap, but he was confident he could help you, especially if it involved amputations. And I'll leave the burnt hand. That doesn't matter as much. This inconspicuous ranch away from the main road housed a black market which dealt in contraband of all kinds. When you made your unusual demand, Yuha Ackerman. Joha? Yuha Ackerman. We'll call him Ackerman. Looked agitated. He considered the rock a lucky charm and was unwilling to give it up. Yorha? Yes. If he did, he would charge you more for the rest of his goods to make up for his loss. You considered the offer, taking the opportunity to barter for the old prices one last time. 12-shooter. Nice. 2 6-shooters engineered into one. Twice the equality in a single hand. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, we don't need any of this crap. Ackerman handed you the meteor and reminded you that he would mark up his prices from this point forward. You collected the last piece of the meteor. All guns are equal, some are more equal than others. Very Animal Farm of you. You had all the meteor pieces you needed. As you returned to the main road, you saw one of the wizard's operatives approaching from the opposite direction. It was Miguel El Hermoso Ochoa, a fierce bounty hunter. He said that if you had enough meteor pieces, he would lead you to persons. Ochoa was furious. The wizard had told you to get the pieces intact. He drew on you, but your companions were alert and on guard. Ochoa fell dead, riddled with bullets. Wait, what happened with the meteor pieces? I thought I still had each piece intact. What the fuck? I'm confused. You found instructions in Ochoa's pocket from the wizard. They told the exact location of persons. Attack Lookout Hill and extract Henry Persons. Well, that seems like a pretty fun thing to do. Burned hand is minus 10 aim. Oh, that's actually worse than I thought. Thought it was like minus 5 for a burnt hand. It's fine. We'll heal it then. Not a big deal. Now, if you'll excuse me for a moment, I have to BRB again. I'll just be a moment, I think. There we go. Alright. That's better. Let me remove that. And we'll continue going at least a little longer. Let's get in the fight. Oh, I can continue searching for more meteor pieces. See about that, because then I can absorb some. Since it apparently thinks I did anyway. A local chapel, blah blah blah. Yeah, we'll kill the priest. vicar never stood a chance. You claimed the piece of the meteor, but as you touched it, you began to cough badly. Meteor absorbed. Now I have swiftness. To the brothel. Go to the bar. What do you have on tap? Oh, you have ginseng on tap. That's good. Put the ocular on you. Got healing herbs, healing herbs. Oh geez, that rattling cough's actually really bad. Fortunately, I think that the quack over here should be able to cure it. Alright, perfect. Now let's go after persons. The old fort offered strong defensive positions to whomever managed to get there first. Knowing you'd come for persons, the wizard had set up an ambush with his best men. You deduced his scheme, however. Now you just had to decide if you wanted to attack now or let them stew a while. Alright, looks pretty good. Right? Wizards are jerks. How do they work? You were told persons would be here, but no one bothered to specify whether he'd be alive.
Even the wizard's best men couldn't stop you. Stealing the opium stash would add insult to injury.
Oh, there's an opium stash apparently. I guess we should do that. Go to the top of the tower and release persons. And here's the opium stash out here. Alright, I think we can manage this. Yeah, I knew I'd see someone out here. 38% accuracy. It's perfect. Perfect, I tell you. Alright, slide over here. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a good spot. That's a good spot to get to. Oh. I was gonna kill this guy. But apparently he's got too much HP anyway. So we'll take out this motherfucker. Uh-oh, he's flanking. Not very well. He could have gotten to a spot where he could have actually shot me, but he decided not to. Here we are. Oh look, you're dead. That was good stuff. Aw, lame. Oh, now I'm flanked. Flank dead.
You
Grab
recovered
this.
a supply of opium.
And reload. No valid targets. move on over. Alright, that can avoid his reaction shot. So that's a good thing. Also, this will put me in a flank. Boom. Good stuff. Oh, not so good. Should have seen that coming. Oh, this is not great at all. If yeah, he's in half cover, that's why. Just gonna have to outflank him again. This is good, this is good. This is not as good. This is not nearly as good. Gonna have to get over here and then use those healing herbs. Oh, that's... not what I meant. It's fine. I'm sure he'll survive. What could possibly go wrong? Nothing apparently. At least for now. Perfect. Alright, we're actually doing pretty good so far.
Another crate recovered. That would fetch a pretty penny.
Alright, we've taken the opium stash. Now we're gonna have to get around this way. Try and get into the building to free persons. I think... Is there a way in on this side? Not a good one. Not without going all the frickin' way around. Well, better to go in from both sides. Oh shit, there's a guy right there ready to shoot Warren though. Definitely feel a little Zigbird right now. I'm just gonna sit here and try and figure this out. Of course you can get a reaction shot. Bloody hell. No, that's not at all a good thing. I have an artery shot. I also have a stun bomb. Can I throw that through the window? Oh, I sure can. Is that useful? No, the answer is absolutely not. Yeah, can't quite get him like that. Not really a way through there, is there? Not real impressed with how that's going. just gonna have to go around the side here. Better than nothing. Oh wow, now you're not even in cover. That wasn't smart. Oh wow, that was a 1 in a million shot. By that I mean it was a middling accuracy shot. Oh, that is gonna be tough to get to her. Cheveo have shadow protection or whatever. He's got plenty of luck to survive regardless. Oh, right in the top of the dome. Yes, Chevio has Shadow Salve. Is a bit of a godsend in this case. She is not in cover from this direction. I don't know how much damage that fucker can do though. Doesn't matter with Warren. Warren's got a ridiculous amount of HP. You know, now that I think about it. Good stuff. That's the good brain juice. Alright. Take the only cover available. Oh, you better run. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's beautiful. Climb that ladder.
Persons thanked you politely for the rescue. He was rather disappointed that there was no one left to kill.
He promised to ride with you as long as he could have some payback. Alright, now we've got ourselves a persons. Nine king and queen, mandrake powder, harmonica gun, and 10 doses of opium. It still wants us to locate Randy Harden. Huh. Alright, I guess that's better than James Harden. Unless they're the same person. Which they probably are. Alright, I guess I'll keep playing. Go to the bar. Buy a round of drinks for everyone. You're generous offer is met with cheering and murmurs. The vaqueros particularly appreciated the gesture and went about rehydrating themselves with tequila. When the girl made a face, you knew you'd hit the jackpot. She pointed to a building across the farm. Hardin was there, she said, detained on orders from the wizard himself, which no one could figure since Hardin had been the wizard's lieutenant for years. She pulled you in close and said she thought it was because Hardin was a diseased husk of a man, no longer fit for any real job. She said if you wanted to see him, you should talk to Madame Bye-Bye. Her breath hot on your neck, she asked whether you wanted anything else. You went out in the lobby. James Rusk, Emma Bye-Bye's assistant, let you through the door and followed close behind you. The room was adorned with papier-mâché decorations and china. In the center of the room, like a dare, stood a massive safe cabinet. You heard someone clear her throat and turned to see Emma Bye-Bye looking at you disapprovingly. You asked the price of Hardin's freedom. Emma Bye-Bye looked at her assistant and the two started giggling, then burst out into laughter. You were tempted to shut their mouths with a gun. Seeing your consternation, Bye-Bye explained. She only did business with important people. You mentioned your role in the masked man's untimely death. The madam said that hardly compared to being a trusted ally of the wizard and the leader of a feared and respected organization. You wondered aloud whether she was confusing the word ally with henchman. She looked at you dispassionately, and she lit a cigarette on a long, slender filter. She asked why you were interested in a worthless son of a motherless goat like Hardin. She inquired as to whether you ran a charity for cripples and hobos. We can either struggle with our temper and only manage a no, or, with lightning swiftness, you pulled the assistant's gun from his holster and shot him in the stomach. That is a hell of a reaction. I think we're gonna struggle with our temper for now. Let's not get everyone on our bad side. Emma Bye-Bye laughed distastefully. She asked her assistant to buy you a drink and escort you from the premises. Alright. With lightning swiftness, you pulled the assistant's gun from his holster and shot him in the stomach. Guess that's what I get for keeping my shit together. Oh, okay, there's actually gonna be a fight. Well, let's look at the cards. What is in the cards? We could put together a Royal Flush of Spade. No, we couldn't. We only have 4 slots a person. We can give Warren trip 9s, though. What do you have? You have a pair of aces. I could do 4 9s on someone, absolutely. Which means pulling the 10 from Warren. That means Warren doesn't get Ricochet. That's fine. Someone else can have it, though. Alright, we've got 4 9s on Warren. Gives him extra aim. Actually, that might be better on our sniper over here. Nah, our sniper's actually fine. Let's put the last few items on persons down here. Guns does he got anyway? He has an 18 shooter and a chain revolver. Chain revolver's kinda crap right now. Harmonica gun might be a little better. You know what? Neither of those is a particularly great weapon. That low damage really doesn't do it for me. It's fine though. I would like Cheveo to have... Oh, he has a spine fracture. That's fun. It's fine. He's a sniper. He doesn't need a spine. We got a petrification bolt and a noise bomb. We'll replace the bolt with a vitality elixir. They're always prone anyway. There you go. Looking on the bright side.
Things didn't go exactly as planned. Despite the odds, you still needed to get Harden out of there.
Alright. Reach Harden. Think we can manage that. I'm gonna need to get Warren into cover. Easy enough. And now she's dead. Good night, Miss Bye-Bye. Chevayo's there. Parsons is over here. What do we got here for fighting? Chevayo, you need to be in cover. It's no good if you're not in cover. Can you get behind this couch, maybe? Couch looks pretty good. Looks like a good spot to be in cover. At least half. There's no full cover for him, particularly. There we go. Good stuff. That's that good brain juice. Can we just get right in front of this motherfucker? Huh. That's a hell of a thing. Will this do it? No, that's gonna make the cover worse, isn't it? Yeah. Alright, what if you just go over here? Still in cover. That's fine. Could do worse. Ah, shit, what's going on now? I heard a door open, and that's never a good sign when it's not me who does it. Ha! You missed. You big jerk. You palooka. If you get over here, you're not going to be able to get into cover for this shot. But that doesn't matter much because he's going to die. 52? Seriously? It's fine. He's out of luck anyway. It doesn't matter. Ah, shit. Oh god, more of them coming in. This was a bad idea. Just this whole thing, this was a bad idea. fine, we're gonna make it through it anyway. Completely fine. Not even gonna get hit. Why are you trying to Hell Deacon? Right now I'm just trying to get Randy Harden out of here. Not that I have any idea who that is particularly, except that Warren wants him for his posse. The only Harden I know is James Harden, and he was the dick who screwed over Cassandra. Alright, I guess take the shot. Full cover, jerk ass. Alright, this isn't going as badly as I thought it might. This is like 2 fights in a row. That rarely happens in this game. This is going very well, in fact. I'm not gonna be able to flank her effectively, am I? No, not from inside the building. Oh, never mind, I was wrong. He's gonna be in half cover no matter what, because he's inside the other building. Not gonna be able to get into the building either, because he's gonna get that reaction shot. Oh, that's not ideal at all. Maybe if I can... Huh. Maybe if I just keep shooting at him. Working so far. Alright, here we go. Ow. What an asshole. Right, this is a job for Warren for certain. I'm not gonna be able to because I had to reload though. Alright, get up here and be a distraction anyway. And you get completely out of sight. That was worth a try. Or 2. Ha! Got him with one of them. What? I can't. Oh, view's blocked. If I go up here, I think I can see him. Yeah, I think this will work. Oops, didn't mean to go right in front of the window, but it'll work. It'll work for my purpose. Alright, you just wait for your health to restore for a sec. You're basically fucked if you step out of that. And now I can flank this guy. Accuracy was still real low on that shot. Oh, there's no one else actually active? I mean, I can't complain too much. It's just kind of strange. Alright, we gotta get into here. Oh my god, you're so slow now. Your injuries, they are grievous. No easy way out that way. Which means we gotta go through this way again. Fortunately, his health is restoring as long as he's in shadow. Which he's not now. Oops. Here, now he's in shadow. Fortunately, it was only slowed down for a couple turns. Just got the one guard, it looks like now. Never just one guard, right? Surely not. Oh, what the fuck? A friggin' shaky hand. It keeps making me click in the wrong place. Fortunately, it's not screwing me over. Alright, Warren, you're the tough one. You're the tank, so you're going in. Doesn't look like she's gonna get a reaction shot. Even if she does, it's Warren.
Arden's guard was strong and imposing.
Was she?
You couldn't release Harden with her around. Free from his binds, Harden thanked you.
Wasn't that
and
strong?
Cursed those who betrayed him. Of course, he had no idea why you freed him in the first place. But there was too much shooting to be done to discuss that now.
Well, where's the last person? We apparently have one more. And because this is Warren, we have to kill them instead of just walking away. Because he's our good mass murder boy. The good part is very sarcastic. There's very little good about Warren. Demon Boy Warren. Where is this last person? Oh man. Like pixel hunting, except I'm grid hunting. Over here? Hey there, Andy. Glad you showed up. I was actually getting ready to shut down if no one showed up after this fight. So far, Warren remains the only one actually cursed. Sunday night isn't as rough as Wednesday used to be for whatever reason. But yeah, I do still tend to find myself falling on days that are busy for a lot of our little community. Just looking for this one last guard right now. The first like 20 minutes was just me trying to get a new mic to work, and well, no luck there. I finally got it to pick up my voice reliably, but as soon as I went into the narrator voice, it would not pick me up whatsoever. Wednesday and Sunday are busy for you, for the same group of people. Though now that we game with them Sundays, I'm thinking of skipping our Wednesday dinners because it's too much. Hey, I found the person I'm supposed to kill. Yeah, did not like my John Wayne at all. It seemed like a really good idea too, but because it keeps the volume from fluctuating whenever I turn my head. And that'd be especially good for Alice, but it just is not working for that purpose, and that's very frustrating. Edgar friendly. Yeah, we're probably just gonna end up returning it. Fortunately, Amazon has a no questions asked policy on that. No, it didn't show up broken, but it's not working for our purposes correctly. And you know, Alice does a lot of voices too, so who knows how it would react to her as well. It also kept picking up my pulse, which was really weird and disconcerting. Like, it's clearly a good microphone for the specific things that it's a good microphone for. Just, if you're doing voices, less so, I suppose. Yeah, I've never had a microphone just pick up my pulse like that before. Apparently it wasn't coming through like that on stream so much, but when I echoed it back at myself, I could hear it. Oh hey, I found her.
With every enemy dispatched, the whorehouse was uncommonly silent.
Edgar Allan Poe's The Push to Talk heart. Very nice. It was time to bring Florence back, which meant you needed a posse hard enough to invade Purgatory. When the dust settled after the battle, he was there. The stranger who had halted your death. The man who told you to kill and burn. You knew now from the cold feeling in your bones who he must be. Who I must be. Ha ha ha. He applauded your efforts in bringing together this posse, and said you had only one more task ahead of you before you could invade Purgatory. Confront the wizard and force him to reveal how to get there. You said that first you had a question for him. With a wry grin, he replied, "Shoot." You said you had a good reason to invade Purgatory, true love. He snorted at this. But, you continued, you couldn't figure his angle for the life of you. And you knew he always had an angle. It was simple, he replied. He said the natural order of things was the most vicious crime ever perpetrated on mankind. It turned men into slaves who crawled from cradle to grave in servitude, their pathetic existence hardly qualifying as a life at all. Chaos, on the other hand, revealed mankind's full potential. Where there were madmen, there were geniuses. Where there were the most depraved villains, the greatest heroes rose. To upset the status quo was mankind's highest calling. And there was no greater bastion of the status quo than Purgatory. Have a nice day! He was grooming you as his champion all this time, he said. The judge unlocked the Fate Trader. Items received at the judge. Sweet! And now the end was in sight. Once you forced the wizard to show you the way to Purgatory, you could end mankind's servitude forever. It was your final test. Well, let's check out the judge. I wonder why they gave Randy and James the same last name. He's got syphilis. Wonder if syphilis is curable. I mean, it shouldn't be, technically. The judge has 1 ammo, as do all of Warren's special guns. Medium range, so it's functions like the musket, but does way more damage. I am down for that. I mean, the musket already does fucking 8 damage. 12 is overkill. Alright, that's fine. Good stuff. Alright, he's got a volcano pistol and a sawed-off cobra, neither of which is incredible, but neither of which is bad either. I think the sawed-off cobra can stand to be replaced with a musket, though. Let's head over to someone who will buy stuff from us and sell off some stuff. Like this opium. I can get 80 gold for that. I stole that fair and square. Bloodstained shirt. Don't need. Sawed-off cobra. Harmonica gun. Alright, let's grab some, does he not have cash? Oh. Well, if he doesn't have cash, I don't want to sell to him, because I actually need cash. Shit. The Vaquero should have cash. Yes, plenty of cash. I need to heal these problems that we've got. All these bad problems. Alright, now trade. Now to the Quack Wagon. To the Quack Wagon, Robin. You asked whether he could help with Hardin's embarrassing problem. The Quack admitted he had a single dose of mercury stashed for emergencies. It would temporarily relieve Hardin's ailment, but the effect would vanish after a while. He named his price and asked whether you wanted him to administer it now. I mean, I guess there's gonna be a few more fights, so let's save it for later. Darkwing Duck's backup vehicle, absolutely. Alright, let's go see the wizard. You return to the circus tent to find it deserted. With the crowd missing, the dark rooms looked completely unfamiliar. You could start searching for the wizard in the performance tent or backstage. It's really not a more effective way to get dangerous than leeches. I'm not going to argue that. For a traveling circus, the backstage was strangely luxurious. Oh great, Warren is now affected by face mutilation. In an instant, the china exploded in a flash of blinding light, spraying you with fine dust. You managed to rub the irritants from your eyes just in time to see a roof beam plunging towards you. The beam hit you forcefully, inflicting serious injury. Despite the explosion risk, you grabbed the china and proceeded to the main tent. Warren's luck changed, -25. Got 3 angelic spheres. Red and blue lights illuminated a host of wax figures. Some of them looked oddly similar to you. The rest of the automatons were representations of the wizard. All of them repeated the same movement again and again. You sensed a foul presence, though. Your gut told you the wizard was here, too. Persons shouted, pointing at the automaton holding a Gatling gun. It had broken from the movement of the others and was turning towards you. As you ducked, the wizard unleashed a hail of bullets that ripped the place apart. You crawled into a stable shooting position and managed to incapacitate him with a shot to the arm. The wizard smiled. He had no quarrel with you until he was told to. He was like you, he said, a puppet to the greater mastermind. He had traded his soul for his magical abilities. Weeks ago, the stranger who had given him his talents had returned to tell the wizard you were coming. The stranger had offered new promises. He'd bring the wizard international renown if he tested your mettle. The wizard was to devise a series of challenges and obstacles for you to surmount. He didn't realize he was never supposed to succeed. This brought him to his final words. He was now straining to speak. It was all very simple, he said with a grim chuckle. You'd find the grim boatman down the road by the riverbank. Then, having spilled his final secret, the Grand Wizard Algretto died. Out of the corner of your eye, you could see your shootout had caused a fire, which was now spreading across the compound. There was one more unexplored area. Despite this fire, you decided to go there. Why not? Falling debris and intense heat cost several of your companions injuries. Oh, fun. Good thing I saved up all that money. Oxen Skull, Dreamcatcher, Cursed Ammo, Petrification Bolt. But you made your way to the wizard's trophy room. As your companions collected the wealth, you picked up an inconspicuous trinket lying in a glass cabinet. Now it was time to leave. And on to Purgatory. Let's go to the Quack Wagon and heal everyone's horrible injuries. Alright, fixed Warrens. Fixed Chevayos. Fixed Mr. Persons. And fixed Hardens. Really not? Okay. Read the same thing again. As it turned out, the Grim Boatman wasn't a person after all. It was a disused marina, named after a fire that took the lives of almost 100 people, including Governor Sean Milton Greenhoff and Dave Geis, the railroad builder. A lone boat sat waiting. I guess we should heal the syphilis before heading on, huh? The doctor told Hardin to undress. Having no desire to watch what came next, you left the wagon. Half an hour later, Hardin emerged from the wagon looking confused, but stronger. Grim Bowman is an excellent wrestler name. You're not wrong there. As you rode across the river, the landscape started to change. What had at first been a grassy shoreline had turned into a nightmarish wasteland. Gradually, the current got stronger, and to your horror, a massive waterfall appeared in front of you. You tried to resist, but the rushing water was too strong. You plunged over the waterfall into the unknown. So that's what all this burning crap over here was. Welcome to Purgatory. You woke up in a strange place that you found oddly familiar. It looked as though it had been built by humans. You'd arrived in Purgatory. Finally, you were moments away from saving Florence. Do you wish to play the rest of the story from Warren's perspective or the Undertaker's? If you choose Warren, you'll play with your current posse. If you choose the Undertaker, you'll play a posse made up of him and various surviving characters from previous scenarios. Oh! Well, we do have quite a few cool surviving characters from previous scenarios. I kind of think we should switch to the Undertaker for this one. You know, one of the few good guys out there. What do you guys think? Undertaker option's super tempting. Also, Warren's trash. Alright. Sounds like it's unanimous. Well. Angelic spheres. Good things to have. Our party is Oswald. Ashmore. Wow, that's a trip. And hey, Felicia. I like Felicia. Alright, we just gotta equip everyone. Nail bomb. For the Doomsday Watch. You gotta have a Doomsday Watch. A Navy gun, which is damn decent. Cursed ammo. That lowers the max luck. Well, the Reverend has very high luck anyway. Oxen Skull, +4 at max HP and -15 max luck. Since he's gonna be going in full throttle, might actually be a good idea for him. Well, we'll see. Give the Undertaker the Oxen Skull. Now he's tough as shit. That's a 6-shooter. Replace that with a musket. Angelic spheres. Alright, give everyone an angelic sphere, because that's a very nice item. Stimulant, petrification bolt. Healing elixir it is. Alright, let's open that card screen and see what we can. Oh, we've got a full deck. We straight up have a full deck. And everyone has a full hand available. Oh, this is good. This is very good. Royal flushes for everyone. What have I been telling you, Andy? I always play with a full deck. Only problem with the lack of plus to HP. Oh wait, never mind. Royal Flush automatically gives a plus to max HP. Civilization, Shadow Salve. Let's see. Felicia, I think, needs diamonds. Yeah, Ashmore can take this. Spades. Ooh, this is nasty. And now I'm gonna have to fight the toughest posse in the whole gosh darn Wild West. Looking at here, sight, movement, smell blood. I don't really need. I can switch it out for the red Joker. Give the extra HP. Not there. That's aim, movement, sight. You're doing snipings. Since I actually want you to have all that. What about Ashmore? Is there anything Ashmore can drop? Barrage. Prayer. Courage, Ricochet, no. Alright, this is good. Oh, this is gonna be great. Dreamcatcher or Cursed Ammo. Yeah, we'll give him the extra damage. The more damage, the better. We're gonna get some poker done. The fate of the world would be resolved here. It was the final trial. The end of the line.
Your father was used and abused and discarded by the same dark forces that dominate you now. I gave him purpose, a chance at redemption. For if he can stop you, he can set things right.
Alright, nice place. I like the artificial blood river. The blood canal. I dig it. I gotta find out who the decorator is. Kill Warren and his posse. Will do, Chief. Feeling very Zigbert again since I can't see anyone. Remember to rescue Deckard Cain before you go. Always. I don't want to stay a while though. I want to get out here and as quickly as possible if I'm being honest. Alright, I can see someone now. Yeah, you get on that bridge. Anyone shoot him from their position? Oh, you can. Hell yeah, you can. 12 HP. She doesn't have golden bullets or anything like that. Can still do some damn fine damage. Alright, everyone's gonna have to move over carefully, that's the main thing. Not need to get into a position where we can be flanked. That's not going to be easy with these bridges here. Ooh, you can golden bullet. Here, let's do that right now. Actually.
Because of you, those in purgatory cannot move on.
Come on,
You
Warren. I
exist
taught you better
between
than
life and
that.
death, and that has disrupted the natural order.
I taught you better strategy than that. Come on. He just leaves himself wide open, and he can't even restart like I can. Well, that's one down. I can't see anyone, so I can't shoot that, or I can't ricochet that to anyone. See, Warren is trash. Anyone else gonna show their face? They're moving, but I don't know what they're doing. Oh, there's someone. Are you serious? You just saw him die there. They're having a dance party and I'm not invited. Well, that's rude. Just a second. My Chow Chow's about to throw up. Be right back. The dogs are very worked up over these storms, so, you know. Anyway, back now. So let's continue not hitting this guy with Ricochet. If I'm honest, I'd prefer to hit him with Ricochet, but you know how it goes. Ah, that was kind of a dumb idea, wasn't it? Oh well. We're just gonna keep it up. We do have lots of HP and lots of healing items, so I'm not too worried. Oh, a miss. There we go. Good stuff. Oh, look at that. Half cover. How about we just hop up here real quick? No, hop up here real quick. That's 7 damage. Also 7. Ah, damn it. It's fine. We'll still get him. Oh, we'll certainly get him. Oh, never mind. Oh, we'll still get him. It's fine. He's dead. Ah. Alright. Still got 1 shot. It's in cover from it. It's fine. Ah. Knew that wasn't gonna work. Tried it anyway. Climb up here. You'll still have an AP to shoot him with. All hell can't stop us now.
You must know by now that all your suffering has been orchestrated. From that fateful night on the Oregon Trail when your mother was murdered, to the curse that befell your father, to your death at the hands of the masked man, to your undead existence and all the misery and bloodshed that came with it. You have been a puppet all along.
Yeah, we already figured that out. You really don't need to narrate it. No, don't need to do that. Here, turn on dodge. That'll help. You're okay, Gaston. Frisbee's okay too. No room up here. Alright, climb back down. Real life of the party, this narrator, uh-huh. Alright, slide over here. Alright, now I can see both of them. That's excellent. That's not gonna work. Yeah, you're intimidated. Oh, I thought I switched off his 6-shooter. Oh well. Oh! Oh, that was a very bad place for you to stand.
If you destroy Purgatory, you will not bring Florence back.
Well,
She
obviously.
and every other soul you release will wander lost, untethered from the world of the living, restlessly roaming and never finding peace. Unless you let her go, all you will create is more chaos.
There we go. Ah, miss. That's cool. Yeah, he's still not gonna hit the guy with dodge turned on. Ooh, I wonder, is this a good spot to shoot from? Oh, yes, it is. Climb on up. This is almost over. Unless there's a second phase to the fight, which is perfectly possible. Here, just get right above him and shoot him.
You have restored the natural order and fulfilled your destiny.
Requiem for a Gunfighter, achievement
He
unlocked.
failed. With his puppet dead, Purgatory is back in business. The cycle of life will begin again. Florence is free, purged by fire, and like the other lost souls, will now ascend to heaven. Life seeps from you as your soul leaves your body. You are judged. There can be but one verdict. You are going to hell.
Okay. Apparently I managed to mute my mic. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. This has been a hell of a game. Next week we're gonna start on the DLC. And haha, Andrea Zuliani. That's funny. Next week we're gonna start on the DLC, but tonight I'm going to just take a break. I don't know what the DLC's about. We're going in completely blind, but let's look at this week's schedule. Christy, tomorrow we'll be playing PUBG and Realm Royale, the Battle Royale games that she plays. Tuesday will be Andrea playing Paladins and Lisa, the most depressing of RPGs. Wednesday will be Community Day. We're going to be playing We Need to Go Deeper, which our community member B in the Land of the Rising Sun here and on Mastodon has generously bought for anyone who asked. Thursday will be Alice playing more LEGO Dimensions, either a couple of level packs or she'll start on a story pack. I haven't asked her yet. Friday will be Katie finishing up Back to the Future, the game, with the final episode. Saturday morning, Christy will be playing Minecraft on the community server. Anyone can join her who wants, who has access to the server. Throughout days and nights, Alice may be playing Final Fantasy XIV with Jason. And just keep an eye on your notifications to see when that goes live, because it doesn't have a set time. Brain is going blank. Completely blank. Not sure why my brain's going blank. Right, okay. If you hit that follow button, that helps us out a ton. It'll help you keep track of our streams, and it'll help with our, metrics. If you want to support this stream financially, the best way to do that is to subscribe. It costs you $5, gets you a cool truck emote, helps us make the stream better. If you want to support us but can't afford or don't want to spend that $5, that's just fine. Just the best way you can support us without spending money is to get your friends in here. Just invite whoever you want to the audience. The more viewers we have, the more community members we have, the better. We love you all. We want to see you here, and we want to meet the people who you think are worth meeting. So we'll see you, I suppose, tomorrow, and I specifically will see you at the latest next week. Thanks again for coming, and good night.